I think we're live, guys. I think we're live. If you are here, if you can see me, say hello. Tell me where you're from. Let me know what you guys are doing for the holidays. We're here to have a good time today. What's going on, Country Heat? Happy Flashlight Friday, brother. We're going to get some people in here and then we will get started. Of course, today we're going to continue talking about our Christmas sale event because it's going on today and tomorrow, and then that's it. It's over. So we got about a day and a half left of the Christmas event. We've had a great week going on with the event. We're shipping out orders crazy fast, and we're just doing the dang thing. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. We got Eric, we got Steven, we got Neil, Jared, Andrew, Dada, Daddy. Merry Christmas, guys. What's going on? Bad Uncle Bob. Hey, don't get coal in your stocking. You got to be good Uncle Bob this year, okay? Good Uncle Bob. We got Bo. We got Sybil. All right, cool. Sip of Joe. Always a good thing. Barks and Bullets. All right, fair enough. We got Patrick. We got Kermage. N-A-K. Are you in Alaska? That's awesome. We got Jared, Maxwell, Richard, Francisco. We got James. Awesome. Cool. Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in again. Today we're going to be talking about our Christmas event because it is still going on. I love doing these live videos while we're having a sale event because I can show you a bunch of really cool stuff. But then I can also tell you that you can get a great deal on it as well. So any of these products that I show you guys today, just know that if you're thinking about it, if you're on the fence, if it intrigues you, go ahead and order it now when the price is low because the price is going way back up after Saturday night, okay? We got heavy discounts on the site. We got deals up to 45% off. We even have a freebie for everyone who places an order during this event. Just know that if you place like 10 orders, you're not going to get one of these for every order. It's just for your first order during the sale. But it's not a bumper sticker. You know what I mean? Like this is actually a really, really good freebie. It's an i3E, one of the best keychain lights that you guys can get. And it doesn't cost you anything. So it also is in the Christmas theme. So there you go. Looks like my camera is focusing today, so that's nice. So yeah, we've got the red snowflake i3E. It's got 90 lumens on the only setting that it has, but it runs off of just a AAA battery. It's got a large split ring for your keys. And again, I don't need to talk about it that much because you can just go to our website and get one for free if you guys haven't ordered anything yet, which is crazy because we got so many awesome products that are discounted heavily, all right? Let's go ahead and jump into the Arc Flex. Anthony in Oklahoma, we'll get a few more shout outs. We got Tom from Virginia, Dale, Samnick. We got Ricardo from Germany. Thank you for tuning in from Germany. It's dinner time over there? Maybe like 7 p.m. or something. It's lunchtime here. So we're eating lunch, you're eating dinner, and we're both eating, so it's all good. We got Juan. What's going on? Tanya, Ron. Let's see. We got Juan and Ron. We got James. All right. We got Dylan from Oklahoma. What's up? Hi, y'all from South Texas. What's going on, Lucky? The Texas Punisher. Frank Castle. Guys, no funny games during this live, okay? Frank Castle is watching right now, okay? You don't want to mess with that guy, so take it easy, okay? It's 6:38. Fair enough. Cool. Hey, my first live, Jesse. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here. Hey, from the UK. Thank you for tuning in from the UK. We got Oliver from Paris. All right, we got people from all over the world here, so this is very exciting. Just if you guys didn't know, if you're new here, I'm Sean from Olight. We're here in the U.S. market. The sale that I'm talking about is olightstore.com in the U.S. market, but we do sell our products all over the world. If you're from a different country, from the US and you're not sure where to buy our products, you can go to our website, olightworld.com. That's our global website where you can go to the dealer locator and you can find your country and it will tell you who sells our products in that country. We do have a few direct stores, like we have Olight Germany, of course. We have Olight Australia. We got Olight Japan. We got a few different locations that we sell directly to. Obviously, we're trying to expand. I mean, look, if this was a dream world, we would have our own direct online store in every single country on the planet. But obviously, that takes time. But we do have dealers in like over 100 countries. So we do sell our products all over the world. So thank you guys for tuning in. If you're not in the US, that's really, really cool. So we've got the Arc Flex, brand new light. I really like the way it feels in hand. I saw a comment that really kind of stuck out to me in our Facebook group. And he basically said, I didn't think that I would like the switch on the side of the light. Sorry about that. Let me get a sip of coffee. He said, I didn't think that I would like the switch on the side of the light. But after feeling the rounded edges and how comfortable it is to hold in the hand, I actually like the switch to be there. And I have to agree. When I first saw the light, I thought it was a little bit weird that the switch was on the side instead of being on the front like the rest of the Arc Felts. As you guys know, Arc Felt Pro, one of our most popular lights, got this big switch on the front with a little dial to switch to the different settings. This is completely different. So this one has just one large switch on the side, perfectly designed for your thumb. It feels really good to just press the side of the light. And I find myself holding the light sideways while I'm using it. I don't think it really, because of the fact that it's such a flood type of beam, so it's a very wide profile beam because it's got two small reflectors, two large LEDs, so you're getting a wide beam anyways. So holding the light sideways versus holding it in the standard like side, front orientation like you would hold the Arc Felt Pro, I don't think it actually changes the beam profile or the way that the beam looks while you're using the light. So I've just been holding the light sideways if I'm using it in my hand. And then if I'm gonna set it somewhere, I've started doing something that's really fun. So I have like a little island in my kitchen. You know what I'm talking about, like the little kind of table thing like in the middle of your kitchen. And what I've been doing is just setting it on the island, and then I rotate the head and point it towards wherever I'm doing something else. And it just gives me extra light. So if I'm like cutting something on the cutting board, or if I'm doing the dishes or something like that, I just set this up somewhere and then I basically just point it towards whatever I'm doing. And then I have way, way better light and focus light on what I'm doing. Helps me not cut my fingers off when I'm chopping up vegetables and stuff like that. So I use it for things like that. When I just want dedicated light that's focused on something that I'm doing that I need to focus on, that's where this really makes a difference compared to a standard flashlight. Because I'm not going to do something like that with a regular Arc Felt. I'm not going to, set this down on the table and then just have it shining, and then the light's not high enough, it's not at the right angle. So it gives me a completely new perspective on how I can use a flashlight by having this product that has a rotating head. And I think that makes this very, very special. And it makes me really excited because, someone like me who's been in this industry for like 9 years, the amount of regular flashlights that I have is incredible, right? I have a ton of just like normal flashlights. So when we come out with something that is a completely different use, like you can do things with it that I can't do with the other ones that I have, that makes it really, really special to me and gets me really excited, being someone who's been doing this for so long. So all I'm explaining is that even if you got 100 flashlights at home, get an Arc Flex. Just get it, okay? I'm not telling you to buy something that you already have a bunch of at home. This is new, this is different. And the way that it feels in the hand, the way that the switch is oriented, it feels completely different than all the other products that I have, right? So whether you're new to flashlights or you have 1,000 at home, you got to try one of these. I'm telling you, they're really awesome. Couple little things to tell you guys. We do have a 30-day return policy, okay? So if you have an issue with it or there's something that you don't like about it, you can always send it back within that 30-day period. We're happy to do that. The next thing is we have a lifetime warranty, okay? This is something new that we announced during our OFAN Day event last month. And basically, if you have any issues with your light, unless you run over it with like a Humvee or something, we will be able to take care of you. So you got a lifetime warranty. You got a website that ships super fast and is easy to use. And you have a 30-day, change your mind period as well. So I would highly suggest checking one of these out, ordering one of these and giving it a try, okay? Worst case scenario, you're like, I don't really like how it works or whatever. You can just hit us up and send it back to us, okay? So there's really no risk and only just a really awesome light that you've never been able to use before to gain, right? We do have it in the orange color. I know I just grabbed this one while I was talking, but we also have it in the orange and black. These have been really popular during the sale, so I would think that we would continue coming out with it in different colors. So if you're wanting it to be in a new color or something like that, the best way to give us your suggestions is to put it out there. So if you're a part of our Facebook group, make a post on our Facebook group and be like, oh, I really like the Arc Flex, but I would love for it to be in blue or green or something like that. Do stuff like that because the people who work for our company see those comments, they see those posts. So if you want something new, if you want something interesting, like for me, I would love to have one of these in titanium or something like that. Please let us know. Facebook group is probably the best place, but the other good places is to comment on our YouTube videos, to comment on our social media, so our Facebook, Instagram, all that kind of stuff. We're one of the few companies that like truly listens to our customers, and I feel like that's kind of sad to say at this point because there should be more companies doing that. But we're one of the few companies that truly will see a comment, will see people talking about something, and we will actually have a meeting about it and talk about it and see if we can do it. If you comment on Apple's posts about the iPhone and say, I wish it had this, I wish it had that, like, do you think they care like what you say? No. They're probably already working on like the iPhone 16 at this point, 17. So all I'm saying is we're one of the few companies that really, really listens to our customers. We really try to make stuff that people are asking for. And I think that's one of the other things that makes us special as a company. So let us know how you feel about things. Comment as much as you can. If you see one of our posts on social media, you see one of our videos, I would suggest going out of your way to comment and tell us what you're thinking and how you feel, because we actually look at that stuff. It actually does make a difference. So waiting for it in ODG, absolutely. That would be really, really cool. I totally agree, and that's why I buy Olight and always will. Thank you so much, Jared. Sean, you should mention the mode memory time for the Arc Flex light. It does not state it in the manual. The memory mode, do you mean the, I'm trying to think. Can you tell me what you mean by that? Sorry, I'm not sure. Why can't I get a light fix that only been used twice? Replace the battery. Danny, if you guys have any issues, please go to our website, olightstore.com, and then you'll see a little bubble. Click on that bubble, and that'll take you to the live chat. We have a full customer service team. That is the quickest way to talk with our customer service. If you don't have much time, if you just need to just send an email and just call it, you can email us at CS, so Charlie Sam at olightstore.com, CS at olightstore.com. But those are the two ways to get in contact with us. We have a full customer service team who works different shifts. So we even have people who are like working at nighttime and stuff like that. Keep in mind, we are coming up on the holidays, but If you need any help whatsoever, if you need to do a warranty claim, even if you have a question about a product, anything like that, please, hit up our live chat at olightstore.com or send us an email to cs@olightstore.com, and we will absolutely take care of you. 10 minutes memory for high mode. I haven't used that feature. I haven't used that one. Okay, cool. Olight customer service is awesome, super fast, and always there to help. Yeah, I mean, look, and I'm not just saying this, like it really is true. Like our customer service team is really great. Day and night, they're just constantly chatting with customers, helping answer questions, helping people with products, that kind of stuff. I mean, look, we've only been around for 16 years. We're coming up on 17 years next year, but I mean, at this point, we've sold like millions of products, right? So because of that, we understand somebody might ask a question about a brand new product. Someone might email us about a product that's 5 or 6 years old. So we get all kinds of different questions. So that's why we have to make sure that we have good service for you guys. So again, cs@olightstore.com. I'd give it maybe 24 hours if you do send an email. I do think our email turnaround time is really quick, but if you need immediate assistance, just hit up our live chat on the website. Okay. Neil from South Africa. Awesome. Thank you so much for tuning in. How well does the ArcFlex work with a baseball cap? Sure. So let's go ahead and put it on here. Okay. So I got the ArcFlex on my hat. Obviously I don't want to go to a rock concert and headbang with this thing on. But by no means is this like terrible or I can't do this, or I mean, it's fine. If anything, it's pretty low profile because of the fact that it does have that flat design. So you can easily just wear it like this. I don't think this is that big of a deal at all. So yeah, if you need to do this, here you go. Here's your proof. It's no big deal to use it hands-free. We had some people ask us about the clip. So there's a reason why they ended up doing this style clip. It is a very large clip. You can see there. So the first reason that we did it this way is so that you can put it on a hat like that. The other reason is because a lot of people ask us to carry their flashlights bezeled down, deep carry. So the other side of the clip, because this is an S clip, so you can clip it either way, this allows you to be able to clip it into your pocket, bezeled down, deep carry, right? So you have the ability to throw it on your hat, and you have the ability to carry it fully concealed. So that's why we ended up, doing that. Okay. Some people have told us like, oh, the clip is a little too big, that kind of thing. So I like the fact that the clip goes all the way to the back of the light because again, you can carry it bezeled down, deep carry. Okay. So as long as you're not, snagging this clip on a bunch of stuff, like I sometimes I see people do that and I don't know why that happens to people. I've never snagged a clip on something. But I would suggest like if you're going to carry it in your pocket, probably the best way would be the bezel down deep carry. But again, you can throw it on your hat as well. Another thing that's kind of cool is like, for example, you can clip it either way on your hat. You can clip it underneath as well, but this allows you also to still be able to rotate the light, right? So you can have it on your hat and you can still rotate the head and change the angle. Say that you want to look up at something and it's really high up, you can angle this up and then you've got a better viewing angle of what you're looking at. Say that you're like a building inspector or something like that, or maybe you're looking at your house or something, this is actually a really good way to do it as well. So good stuff. What is the best outdoor Olight? Man, that's a really, the clip is good. I think the clip is really good. Like once you realize the capabilities of it and why it's designed this way. The fact that you can put it on a hat and the fact that you can do fully concealed deep carry bezel down, like that's pretty freaking awesome. All right. I like that you can do that. If the clip was designed differently, you would not be able to do those things. So I think this was the right choice on the clip. Best outdoor Olight. That's a really good question. It depends on what you want to do. So one of my favorite, just I need to go outside and see things light is going to be the Seeker 4 Pro. Seeker 4 Pro has got 4,600 lumens. It's exceptionally bright. It's got a big, wide, full beam, really nice hotspot. It's got good spill coming off that hotspot as well. And say that you want to light up a campsite, or you want to look in your backyard, or if you live on some land, or if you have a farm, or you have animals, or you're walking your dog. I mean, any kind of just normal life stuff outdoors, I would suggest the Seeker 4 Pro. I think is really good. Another reason why is if you're in the outdoors, you probably are totally fine carrying a holster. So it comes with this holster, and this one has a lot of capabilities. It automatically lock and unlocks the light. It allows you to be able to charge it USB Type-C, but you can still charge it magnetic with the tail cap. And so you can just throw the light in here, you can pop it on your belt, and you're good. So I like carrying the holster. Like, obviously, I'm not going to like go out to dinner with this big flashlight on my hip. But if I'm doing stuff outside, if I'm walking the dog, if I'm camping, if I'm hiking, anything like that, of course I'm going to have a bunch of gear on my belt, you know? So I really like the holster for that kind of scenario. If you need a thrower style light, I mean, we did just come out with the Seeker 4 as well. So this is the Seeker 4 Pro's brother. This one has a 400 meter beam distance. We also have the Olight series, if that's not enough for you. The Olight series goes over 1,000 meter beam distance. Keep in mind that is a larger, longer light. I don't have one here on me because that's not a part of this Christmas sale, but just know the Olight series, again, is a really, really good option if you want long distance. It just depends on what you need, what you're trying to do, you know? Are you trying to have a big, wide, full view of all the things that are around you? Or are you trying to look at something that's really, really far away? It just depends on what you're doing. Yeah. But those are some good options. Let's see. Got to have a big head for a larger light. You didn't say on head. Okay, Karen. My boyfriend only takes his Olight off his belt when he goes to bed. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, look, using the holsters, like having the ability to have the light on your hip is the best case scenario, you know, because then you're not taking up real estate from your pocket. The only time where I like carrying like a small light in my pocket, like say the Arc Flex or the Warrior Mini or something like that, is like if I'm in an urban environment, like if I'm going out to dinner, if I'm going to see a show, if I'm going to a sports game, like that kind of stuff. Like if I'm doing those kinds of things, I would prefer to just have a small light inside of my pocket. But if I'm doing stuff outside, again, you know, I'm hiking or, you know, whatever, like walking the dog, I definitely just take the Seeker 4 Pro, throw it on my hip, and call it a day. I really like having a light on my hip. Just sometimes, you know, it's a little much sometimes, depending on what I'm doing. Let's see here. You can adjust brightness before you even turn the Seeker 4 Pro on. Cool feature. Yes, you can. With the little dial here, you can actually rotate it down. So that way it turns on low. And then, of course, you just rotate it up and get to where you want to be. But because of the indicators that go around the switch, and I know it's probably a little hard to see. Oh, there you go. Look at that. So because the indicators that are on the switch, you can see your lumen level before you even turn the light on. So really good shout out there. That is one of the cool things you can do with the light. Absolutely. It looks really great in the white color. We have several colors actually on the website right now. Keep in mind the Seeker 4, the one in black and red, are the ones that are brand new for this event. But the Seeker 4 Pro came out like last month. So they're both brand new lights. They've both come out in the past couple of months. The Seeker 4 is just like the brand new one that has like the biggest discount during this event. Seeker 4 is basically just a simplified version of the Seeker 4 Pro, and then it does have, of course, the throw style beam, meaning that it has a hotspot that's about half the size of the Seeker 4 Pro, and it has the 400-meter beam distance. Okay, so it's got quite a lot more distance on this one because of the fact that it has a deep reflector that is large and smooth. Okay, and it has a very wide head. Like the LED in this light is a little bit over the switch right here. So the LED is back here, and then you have this smooth, large reflector, and basically that channels the light to have a tighter beam going further with that higher candela. The candela on this light is over 40,000. The candela on the Seeker 4 Pro is less than 20,000. So it's over twice the candela on the Seeker 4. Really digging the EDC storage case that I received in my Christmas gift bag. That's awesome. Very cool to hear. Let's see. Garrett, are you guys coming back to South Africa? I'm really not sure, man. I'd be happy to ask, but as of right now, I'm really not sure. I don't want to give you a wrong answer or tell you something that I don't know. But yeah, I will ask them. I'll see what's going on with that market, but I appreciate the question. Again, I want everybody to be able to buy Olights. Like I said in the beginning of this video, in a perfect world, we would have direct online stores in every single country on the planet. Obviously, that requires a lot of resources and a lot of work and a lot of time. So that's something that kind of organically grows and takes time. But yeah, I would love to see us back there. I would love to see us, expanding in that market. That would be really cool. Let's see. Where can we buy hats? So the hat thing is it's quite a thing. Okay, so we offered the hats back in the day, like a few years ago. We offered the hats on our website where you could purchase them. We did like 2 different drops, and they sold out like immediately. Then after that, they produced another batch of hats, and they decided that we should probably just give those away. So then we started giving them away to some of our biggest customers, in the Facebook group, and that's why some of our fans have them, because they just received them, as a giveaway. And since then, that's pretty much all we've done. I mean, we did do another batch of hats for the OFAN Day event, but those were only for the people who were actually there in person. So that's another like 200 plus people who have the OFAN Day hat. I mean, if we offered them on the website, the only thing is, I think the last time we sold them, they were around $20. The one that I'm wearing right now is a Richardson hat, which is very high quality. I love these hats. It's like my favorite trucker hat, even though I sweat in it all the time. If we offered the hats, I mean, they'd have to be around $20 probably for us to like not be losing money. But maybe we could do another run on the website. I'd love to talk with them about that. They're always just so focused on the flashlight products that they forget about the other things like, clothing, swag, and all of that. But I think, I think last time we sold them on the site where they sold out like immediately, I think they were like $20, which honestly isn't that bad. I feel like most of the hats I see online are like $30. But it would be really cool. Are worth $20 easy. Yeah, Richardson's are worth $20. I mean, you can wear these hats forever. I have a few of these. Like I try to not wear like my gross hats in the videos, even though I sweat in them all the time. I have a few of these hats that are so gross from me, like sweating in them and working out in them. And yes, they do have sweat spots on them, but by no means are they like worn out. Like they are good to go. These hats will last forever as long as you don't ruin them. Let's see here. Wazoo. Okay. Got mine in the redemption zone last week. I'd easily pay 20 bucks for a hat all day, as long as it fits right. I got a pretty big head. I'm a pretty big dude. So a lot of times when I get hats, they fit too small, but these fit just right. If you have a tiny head, these might be a little bit big on you. But if you're a grown person, these will probably fit really well on you. Yeah. That's my biggest thing. When I buy hats online, I'm always like, I got to look at the reviews because people might say that it fits tight. And if anybody says that it's small or isn't big enough, I have to pass because I've got a pretty big head. And that's why I like the trucker hats. The fitted hats and the flex fit and all that don't really work for me because I like to be able to adjust. The trucker hats, typically fit the best and they're the most universal as well. Like, for example, we just had our OFAN Day event. We had, let's see here. We had over 200 people there. We had like 250 people there who showed up, and we gave a hat to everyone. So we had these like goodie bags when people walked in, and part of the goodie bag was a free Richardson hat. And no one said that it didn't fit them well. Like, no one came up to me and was like, this hat doesn't really fit. Like, everyone was wearing them during the event, and it was good to go. And obviously, when you have a group of over 200 people, everybody's all different shapes, sizes, genders, all that stuff. And everybody seemed happy with them. So I think the Richardson hats, are probably the way to go in terms of like universal fit. Please mention the hats to management. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I'm grown with a small head. No room for that, boss. Okay. All right. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, that's the thing is like, look, if you have a smaller head, you might have to like cinch it up, but that's the point of these hats being, with the class system. So you can make it much, much smaller, or you can make it pretty big. So that's why I like the flex fit and all that stuff is a little bit harder because those are more fitted. So those actually do kind of depend on the size of your head. These are just universal. Thanks for the friendship light. Thank you, Duke. Thank you so much for your support. David, ho, ho, ho. What's going on? That would be a good suggestion for Obai. They did a collab with Wazoo before. Okay, cool, Chris. Yeah, Obai has a ton of different collaborations. Obai is also doing a sale event right now. So if you want some like EDC related gear, camping gear, they even have tents and sleeping bags, all kinds of stuff. If you want that stuff, go to Obai this week, go to it today, because they got crazy, crazy discounts on all of that. I know it's winter. I know it's getting colder outside, but honestly, the off season is typically the best time to buy stuff for the following season because you're going to get the best deals. It's like buying a motorcycle during the winter. You're probably going to save thousands of dollars if you buy a motorcycle in the middle of the winter versus buying it in the middle of the summer. So the sleeping bags, the tents, all that kind of stuff, like a lot of that stuff is discounted during the off season. So I would get that, when you, and then just kind of store it for a couple months. And then you've got awesome gear that you spent way less money on, I want to have the light built in. Andrew, so a long time ago, I'm talking like 6 years ago, we offered a hat. It was this black hat and it had a blue Olight logo on the side of it. And it actually had a light bar here in the brim. And you press a little button back here and it lit up like 4 little LEDs that were a part of the brim. That was like 6 years ago. That was so long ago. But those were awesome, man. Those were really, really cool. I might still have one or two. I'll have to take a look. But that was really fun. It's funny that you say that because it's like, well, we actually did do that a really long time ago. Let's see here. I know it's been mentioned a few times, but there any some sort of chart that shows the different levels of floods and throwers on the website? Jason, that's a really good idea. So Jason just asked, are we going to put something on the website that shows the different like beam patterns of our products? So like the flood lights and the throw style lights. That's a really good question. I will definitely ask them after this video. I think that would be really, really beneficial. A lot of our reps, I know Olight Steven on our Facebook group has been posting a lot of beam shots and things like that. I think it would be cool just on the listing of each flashlight to like show beam shots to say like, hey, look, this is what the beam looks like. We have some like marketing material and that kind of stuff that shows performance, but I think it would be cool for us to have just, you know, straight up like beam shots for each mode for each product. I think that would be really cool. Maybe we could do something like that. I will talk with them about that. That would be nice. Because it's easy to just say like, this is a thrower, this is a floodlight, but they all do look very different. Like here's an example. The Javelot Mini has a very, very tight beam with very little spill. Like if you're using the Javelot Mini, you're going to have this very concentrated beam that goes super far, but there's really nothing else that you can see. Like you don't have that spill coming off of it. But for example, on the Seeker 4, it does actually have that spill. It has a really wide kind of reverberating light off of the hotspot. They're both throwers, but when you shine them side by side, man, are they totally different in the way that they look. Especially like an LEP thrower that has like no spill coming off of it. There are a lot of differences, even though they're categorized as the same type of flashlight. You know, even keychain flashlights have a lot of differences in the way that they look. Like if you take an i1R2 and an i3E, the beams look a lot different from each other. The i3E actually has a hotspot, whereas the i1R2 Pro, because of the fact that it has a more shallow reflector, it's more of a wide style beam. So every light has kind of a different LED pattern. You know, part of that, we try to show our products on YouTube. We try to show our products on social media. You know, we do have our 30-day return policy. So, you know, we try to let you know about our products as much as possible before you purchase them. But I agree, Jason. I think we could do a better job at showing you the beam patterns and stuff on the website. Really good suggestion. Thank you so much. I'm not sure about how soon, but I will suggest this, and I don't know why they would say no to this, so we can do it. I mean, I'd be happy to even help with that. So yeah, why not? Let's see. I just got a parent too. Unfortunately, the magnet on the headband comes out rather easily. The magnet on the headband? You mean like the magnet that is in the little attachment point on the headband itself? If you have any issues with that, just let us know. We can ship you out a new one. That's no problem at all. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Awesome. All right, guys. We can continue a little bit. I'll go ahead and run through some more products. I just talked about the Seeker 4, 400 meter beam distance. It's got USB Type-C charging on the tail versus the whole setup that we have with the Pro version that has the magnetic charging and also has the Type-C in the holster. Of course, I talked about the Arc Flex a lot. Earlier, I just briefly showed the Warrior Mini. The Warrior Nano. I always want to say Mini because it is Mini, but we have the Warrior Mini, which is larger than the Nano. So we have so many Warrior lights that it's like we got the Mini, we got the Nano. We do actually have a new color of the Warrior Mini 3 as well, which is basically just the larger battery brother to the Warrior Nano. In terms of the switches, in terms of the functionality, they're basically the same light. It's just we have the larger version here with the 18650 versus the smaller Warrior Nano in the red. Both of these are new colorways for this event, and they are heavily discounted. We also have the Perrin 2. I know we were just talking about the Perrin 2 headband. We do have it in the dream blue color here as well. And this one does have the gold accents there. So we have gold on the tail, gold at the top of the body where the threads are that connect the head to the body. And then we have it on the clip and then around the switch and around the reflector there as well. So a lot of little small details. Also, in order to create this color, a lot of work went into it because it's kind of this grayish blue that has a little bit of green tone to it as well. I think the color is very complex, but it looks really cool. I would like to see a car in this color. I would love to have a car in this color. Like, what if you saw like a Porsche SUV or something in this color? Like, I think that would look really sick. So I like this whole look a lot. Those are discounted heavily again during the event. If you are still trying to be jolly for the holidays, we got Christmas coming up in 10 days. We are shipping out orders as fast as possible. We do also have the green snowflake version here of the O Pen Glow. This one has so many different features because it has the green laser coming out of the back of the pen. It has 120 lumen flashlight on the pocket clip. Of course, it is a ballpoint pen with the bolt action here, but it also has a glowing tip as well, so you can write with it at night, and it does have a rechargeable base. This one is Type-C right here, so you plug this Type-C into your laptop or a wall adapter or anything like that on your desk, and then when you want to charge your pen, you just put it in the little holder right here, and it is sitting there ready to go when you need it. The little holder right here also has a battery indicator, so it'll glow red and then it will glow green when it is fully charged as well. I have not seen this much technology in a writing pen ever. This is like a go-go gadget pen, and man, is it really cool. In terms of just like having a writing pen, maybe you don't write stuff all the time. I like it old school. Like, I still like to journal with a pen, but even if you don't write all the time, this justifies still carrying a pen because it's also a flashlight. It's got a green laser on it. It has a glowing tip. So if you do need to write something at night, let's say that you are filling out a receipt at a restaurant and the restaurant is dark, right? Even just small, simple things that you do in everyday life, this pen could help you out more than just a regular pen. So even if I don't write stuff every single day or all the time, it's still justified to carry something like this because it has so much more functionality. Looks really cool in this finish. It's got the silver accents as well, which I think was a good call. I think it looks better than the black with this green color. So these are discounted as well. There's a lot of tech in that pen. When I start discussing the features of that pen, it like reminds me of just how insane it is and just how much work went into it. Like, I remember when the engineers like first showed me this pen, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, what else could we do with a pen? Like, every single part of this pen has some type of special feature to it. It's incredible. It makes me excited about pens again, because pens, I feel like in general, are kind of boring, but that is not at all. We also have this really cool carabiner. I always feel goofy when I say the word carabiner, but we have the O-Tackle R2. So this is made out of titanium. These are very nifty because they do have a little blade on them. It's always nice to have a little backup blade for cutting threads off your shirt or whatever. You can open up boxes with this for sure. It does have a removable blade. You can buy these blades online so you can use it forever. If it wears out, it doesn't matter. You just put another blade on and call it a day. Biggest thing about this though, it has two openings. The reason for the two openings and the reason why this is a big advantage over having just a regular carabiner is you can have one opening for your key ring and the other opening for your belt. So that way, when you put this on your belt loop, you don't have to open the part that is carrying your keys. You don't want to open the part that carries your keys because that's an opportunity for them to come off and for you to lose them. So what you can do with this is you can actually lock it. So right now I have it where both sides are locked. I'm going to bring it to the center, and now one side is locked, the smaller side that will hold your keys, and then the other side is open so you can put this on your belt loop. Or if you want, you can push it all the way, it's the other way. You can push it all the way and then both sides are open. But basically the best way is to open up the smaller side, put your key ring right there, and then lock it down to halfway so that way your key side is locked in. Then you have the open side for your belt loop. Then you put it on your belt loop, and then you lock it down all the way to where there's no way that it can come off, okay? When I have one of these on my belt loop, I always make sure that it's there. You know, there's always that little bit of fear in me where it's like, oh God, I hope my keys don't fall off my belt. Like, that's a nightmare, right? Like, what if you get home and you go to grab your keys or something, or you get somewhere and like they're not on your belt loop where they should be? That's a nightmare. So this ensures that there's no way that you're going to lose your keys once you put them on your belt loop. I think that's really cool. I think it's really smart. You know, even if you're not somebody who loses stuff, I still think this is really smart. And it's made out of titanium, by the way. So this isn't some janky, you know, cheap thing. Like, it's Thai, you know. The quality is really nice. If you look, the little pivot right here, look how cool that is. So it actually has like a full-sized knife pivot, which is the pivot that the blade itself is connected to. So look at this like oversized pivot right here. And it has a really nice detent too. Like when I close this, you see there? So it actually has a full-on detent as well when you open and close it. So I really like that as well. Like it's built really well, and it's not that expensive. I can't believe it's made out of titanium for the price that it is. We also have the O-Tackle K1. So this is a flat little knife multi-tool. My favorite part about this is it has some really large scissors on it. So these are perfect for, you know, again, cutting threads, anything like that. Maybe you have for me, for example, like if there's a hair on my beard that's bothering me or sticking out or something like that, I can pull these out and just like trim the hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure if you guys have a beard, you've been there where you have your beard is looking good and then you have one hair that's like, and you're like, oh, let me cut that hair. We also have a couple other things on here. So we've got a little scoring tool, a little bottle opener here. That's cool. And then it does have a little tiny blade on it as well, which you can use for anything. And mine continues to be dirty and have tape marks on it and stuff because I do use this all the time. And it's flat. It's flat, so you can throw it in your fifth pocket, right? The little like watch pocket. I think that's what that was originally for, right? Isn't that what like the little fifth pocket in your jeans was like originally for? Was like a pocket watch? I think that's why that was designed. And then for some reason, we just never took it away. Everyone was just like, yeah, let's keep that fifth pocket. So use that pocket, put something in it, throw one of these in there. This also has little tweezers in it as well, which is nice. So say that you get a splinter or something when you're out and about, that sucks. You can use these tweezers for that. Those scissors actually look useful. Yeah, so, you know, obviously they're very small foldable scissors, but I'll show you here. The spring in this is very strong. You can see like once I let go, it opens really well. These are very, very sharp. They're definitely very sharp. Say that you have like a tiny little thread on your shirt or something like that, you can definitely use these for that. Let me show you here. Let me see if you can see this. Do you see the like tension bar that's right here? It's not even a spring. I was saying spring, but actually it's a very large like bar right here. And that is what is allowing it to spring opened and closed. So I don't see this large bar wearing out. It's not some dinky little spring or something. Like, it really is a nice design. These are not expensive either, by the way. And it does have a little loop right there. So if you want to put like a little key ring on there, like for example, the one that's like on the i3E, you can do that and carry this on your keys. But I really like it just throwing it in that little fifth watch pocket. I always call it the pill pocket. Fifth pockets is the goat. Coins or watches. Yeah. If I'm going to like be out and about, it's also nice to like maybe throw a couple quarters in there or something too. Again, these are not expensive. It's got like a nice little powder coat on the body of it as well. I don't care if this thing gets scratched up. This is absolutely a user. So, I can throw a couple quarters in my pocket as well. For some reason, I need change when I'm out and about. So, yeah, good call. Good call. Every time a sale comes, I'm always done broke from paying all my bills. Hales, I totally understand. I understand like the economy stuff going on, but what's really interesting about it, I don't know, man. The whole like economy thing is like weird to me because the stock market is freaking crushing it right now. So that's good. They were just announced, I think it was yesterday, that they are not going to increase the interest rates. And apparently, there's going to be a couple cuts in 2024, actually. So not only did they decide that they're not going to raise interest rates, but apparently we're going to have a couple interest rate cuts next year as well, which is again going to make it easier for people to buy things again. So it's like, I don't know, man. I think they're doing a really good job this time about making sure that, we don't go into like a full on recession and have like an '08 situation. But from what I'm seeing, the fact that they're going to stop raising interest rates, they're actually going to lower them next year. The stock market is freaking killing it right now. All of that kind of stuff, like looking at that, I think I do think that we're going to be okay. And obviously they're doing everything they can to make sure that we are going to be okay. So the tech companies that are doing layoff, I know this is just like a tangent, but this is the stuff going on in the world. The tech companies that are like laying people off, I think the reason why they're laying people off is because they did not need those people in the first place. Like the amount of people who have tech jobs that literally do nothing is unbelievable. And these people are making massive salaries and they don't even have to work. You like send out a couple emails and like sit around and call it a day. And it's like, well, no crap, they're getting rid of those people because they don't even do anything. So I think like the tech company layoffs and all of that, I think a lot of that is because companies were doing really, really well in like 2020, because people were sitting at home buying stuff. So because of that, companies started hiring like crazy for the past couple of years. And now they're realizing, oh crap, we didn't actually need all these people. So now they're backtracking. And of course, when you get rid of some people, you don't have to pay all those salaries. So your company becomes more profitable as long as they continue doing well. So companies like Spotify and stuff like that, who just laid people off, their stock is raising up because now they have lower expenses. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is that I think we're okay. This layoff stuff from these really big tech companies like Facebook and all that, well, they got like 100,000 employees and half of them probably don't even do that much. So because of that, it makes sense. Propping it up via BlackRock and Vanguard. Yeah, BlackRock and Vanguard and all that stuff is a whole nother conversation. I don't want to get into the real estate stuff because that makes me sad. But I'm just saying, like, the stock market, the interest rates, all that stuff, we're getting to a good place. Like, I think the U.S. economy is actually really strong right now. Like, there's a lot of strength being shown on a daily basis in the market. So because of that, I'm not too frightened anymore. I think it'll be okay. And hopefully next year it'll be a little bit easier to buy a house as well. So we'll see. We'll see. The only jobs AI won't be able to replace are comedians. AI isn't funny at all. It is not funny. If you go to Chat GPT and say, tell me a joke, it's not going to be very good. So that's a very good call. Let's see here. Great show. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Stonks. Yeah, exactly. Stonks. I'll tell you what, dude, the stock market this week has been wild. It's through the roof right now. Go check out the market right now. Today's a good day. It's a money-making Friday, folks. Good insight on the economy. Those are the kind of podcasts I like to listen to. I like listening to people who are much smarter than me talk about stuff like that because I'm able to learn from them. So some of this, I'm just regurgitating things that I've learned and Obviously there was the interest rate announcement this week as well as a couple of days ago from Powell. So all this kind of stuff is really good stuff. I think it's been a great week for the economy. Stocks are up. Interest rates are not rising. It's going to be all right, guys. It's going to be all right. We're doing okay. Smoking hopium, brother. That's awesome. Sounds like you try to stay informed. Exactly. For sure. Absolutely. Some of the news stuff, like the political stuff, I try to stay out of that. I don't, yeah, else we're not going to talk about that, but the economy stuff, that's what's interesting for sure. Invest in Olight and rope. Yeah. Inflation needs to go down and we need to drill. Yeah. So the inflation is the only thing that's a little bit weird, but inflation is really weird, man, because deflation is worse than inflation. There's a few countries out there that are currently experiencing deflation, and deflation occurs when countries just straight up like stop spending money. That's when you know an economy is totally screwed, is when the people who live in that country stop spending money. Okay, and there's a few countries out there where this is actually happening, where just no one's spending any money. Take a look at the U.S. We just had Black Friday. The Black Friday sales numbers, especially the online shopping numbers, are through the roof, much more than the past couple of years. So shopping is actually really, really big right now in the U.S. because, again, the economy is actually doing okay. So people are spending a lot of money in the U.S. right now, for sure. Black Friday had record numbers this year. The end of the year, even right now, Super Saturday. Is Super Saturday tomorrow? I think tomorrow is Super Saturday, which is another like really big shopping year. It's kind of like the one big shopping year right before Christmas. Apparently that is going to have like a record spend of like $100 billion or something like that. So everybody's still buying stuff in the U.S., and that's a big part of why the U.S. economy is super strong, even compared to some other countries that are experiencing deflation, because they have issues that are more complicated for me to understand. But the inflation is way too high. It is starting to slow down. But the good news is everybody's still spending money in this country, and that's obviously how a country exists and a country thrives, is people have to spend money, people have to have jobs, people have to have good jobs so they can spend money. That's how it all works. So anyways, spend it now before it's worth nothing. I mean, there you go. That's true. Okay, anyways, we are going to give away a flashlight. I do want to give away an Arc Flex. All right, so we're doing a really big giveaway today. Again, guys, the sale goes on until tomorrow night. So you got the rest of today, then you got tomorrow until midnight Eastern time, and then the sale is over. The Secret 4 is an awesome little thrower. I love the fact that it not only has that super, high concentrated, high candela beam, but it actually has spill, so you can use it as a regular flashlight. A lot of these throwers that don't make sense unless you're using it super long distances, but the Secret 4 you can use as just a standard flashlight, but it still has that 400 meter capability. Arc Flex is a no-brainer. You should definitely pick it up while it's on sale. We've got the Arc Feld Pro if you want the green laser and the UV as well. These are in OD green for the first time on sale. We got the Parent 2. We got the O-Pen Glow. We got the two new Warriors colors. We got the Warrior Nano and the Warrior Mini 3. We got the free i3Es for everybody who places an order, obviously until the end of the sale on Saturday night. We got the new pocket tools. We've got the Secret 4 Pro. If you prefer the Pro version, we've got that in quite a few colors on our website as well. I'm a big fan of the white, obviously. I keep going back to the white version. The Lucky Wheel is still going on. I spun the Lucky Wheel today and got 50 O coins, of course. I have bad luck with the wheel, but there have been people who've won. I saw yesterday a guy won a free Arc Flex on the wheel. The wheel is complicated. Sometimes it pays out, sometimes it doesn't. It's hard to know like when it's going to pay out or not. There's a lot of people who are getting like super technical about it, and they're like, oh, well, you got to do it in the morning or you got to do it at night and all this. Like, I don't really know. I just know that I usually get coins on the wheel, but anyways, it's a free wheel. All you do is just go to the website and spin it. We also have the wheel on obuy.com, our sister website, the one that has all the camping stuff and EDC. We have a wheel there. So you can spin on obuy.com and olightstore.com. Make sure you do that today and tomorrow before the sales end. All right. O coins are great, man. You can use them to spin, rack them up, rack up the coins. Free coins are great because they will eventually become free products for you guys. So the coins are good. The coins are good. I think that's one of the coolest parts of our website. The O coins thing I think is brilliant. It's a really great way for people to get discounts on our products, to get free products. I love it. I think it's awesome. Free wheel, I always only get 50 O coins. The coins are free though, and you can cash in the coins eventually for the good stuff. I never win on it. You got to win something. You got to at least win the coins. I want a Seeker 4 Pro. I love it. You should get it. Sherry, yeah, spins increase the traffic on the page. True. And it gets people excited about our website. I think the worst thing you could do is, and I promise we'll get to the giveaway after this. I think the worst thing you can do is have a website that's boring, right? There's so many websites out there. There's got to be trillions of websites out there at this point. If you go to a website and it's exciting and there's cool products and there's interactive things you can do, there's loyalty programs. We have the coins, we have the wheel, we have the cool products. Like all of this stuff, I think makes our website a lot more exciting than a lot of the other websites that are out there. A lot of these websites, I go to them and it's just the same thing over and over again, right? So yes, it does help with our traffic on the website, but at the end of the day, we just want to make it more attractive for you to go there, right? We want to make it fun. We want you to be like, I'm going to go to olightstore.com today. That's a really cool website. They have cool products. They got fun stuff to do. I can get the loyalty points, all of that. So I think the major point is just to make it something fun that people want to come back to. That's actually kind of the overall mindset. And then from there, I think everything else will fall in line. It's the same concept of us like offering the lifetime warranty, having really good customer service, having our Facebook group where all of our fans can talk to each other and hang out. Like we know that all of these things will contribute into us being a good brand that people want to continue buying from, keep being a part of. Like we know that it will work out. If we offer things that are compelling enough, people are just naturally going to want to be a part of it and come back and enjoy it and keep wanting more, right? So as long as we continue to give you guys value, community, great service, great products, you're going to keep coming back because of course, why would you not come back if the company is offering all of that stuff? So we got to continue doing that. We got to keep giving you guys value, community, all the good stuff that all of us want, best brand out there. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. USMC. Awesome. Thank you so much. Olight Lifestyle for the win. Yeah, for sure. Just made my order and made it to Yellow Diamond. That's awesome. Let's give a big congratulations to John O for making it to Yellow Diamond. That's awesome. I wish that, and obviously it's YouTube, so like it's not connected to our website, but like it would be really cool during these live videos to where I could see like what level you guys are on the website so that I could give you guys shout outs for your levels. Peloton is one of the things that does that. If you do a Peloton ride, like since everything is internal, they can see all the people like doing the rides and they can give shout outs and be like, hey, congratulations to John for his 100th ride, or like, hey, good job for doing such a good ride and stuff like that. Like, I think that's really, really cool that you can like give people shout outs based on like their performance or their status or milestones that they've done. That would be really cool if somehow we could figure out how to do that to give people more shout outs about, their levels on the website. That would be awesome. Almost a yellow diamond. That's awesome, Tom. M King just made it to gold. Let's go. I'm happy to say silver for some reason. Moonshots, is it? Yeah, Moonshot Silver. Well, you just like silver. We got Chris at Red Diamond. Awesome. We got Jake at Blue Diamond. Let's go. Win, working on Red Diamond. Awesome, Win. Glad you're in here, by the way. We got Noah at Red Diamond. Yes, let's go. Just made it to Yellow Diamond. Dale. Cool. Very, very good. Legend, since it was interesting. Well, Ben, I know you, Ben. Yeah, of course. Ben, you are a legend. I don't understand the levels except for early now. Karen, so you can go to our website. If you go to like the OFAN section, you can take a look at all of the perks for each milestone. Yeah. It's actually pretty awesome on the website. You can take a look and it'll show you basically everything going on. So you go to loyalty program on the site, you click there, and it will show you all of the levels and the things that you can get for each level. It also shows you the limited edition zone. So, of course, right now we have the gold and above the zirconium i3T, which is a beautiful product. So definitely check out that section of our site. We got the redemption zone where you can get free stuff with the O coins. We're talking about how you can use the O coins to get stuff. Like, for example, we got, 25,990 O coins to get a free PL Pro, 10,000 O coins for an exploit, which is a little knife holder. I mean, there's all kinds of perks on here. Yeah. So, get your vouchers as well. You can actually use your O coins to get coupon vouchers to be able to get discounts on your order. That's really cool. There's a lot of people who have been posting their orders on our Facebook group, and they've been getting crazy deals and crazy low prices on our products because of the fact that they've been using the O coins to redeem vouchers so they can get even bigger discounts on their orders. So those O coins that we're goofing around about, how you always get coins on the wheel, those coins can become money and they can become products. Yeah. So the coins are still a really good thing. Sure, it's not a free flashlight, but it can become one, and it can become discounts off of orders that you guys place in the future. So the coins are legit. All of these perks are really good, man. I would suggest just going through that section of the website, and you can actually scroll through and you can go to each milestone. Like, for example, we got platinum, diamond, yellow diamond, blue diamond, and you can go through and you can see what the perks are of each one if you're curious about it. If you got some time to kill, go to the loyalty program tab on our website and check it out so you can learn more about all the cool stuff that we're doing. Yeah. So anyways, let's go ahead and jump over to the ArcFlex giveaway. So I'm going to give one of these away right now. What we're going to do is we're going to play the number game because that's definitely the best way to keep it fair, right? We want it to be by chance. So because of that, I'm going to have a random number in my head between 1 and 100. You guys are going to have to guess what that number is. The first person to guess that number will win the free light, okay? So what I'm going to do is give you guys a 5-second countdown. Once that countdown begins, you're going to start guessing the numbers, okay? Write down the number. That's a good call. Let me see if I have a piece of paper or something. Let's see here. I do have this. I have something right here. I will write down the number. I'll write down the number here. And so that way you guys know. So let's do this. Okay. So I just wrote down the number. That's a good call. That's a good call. Here's my O pen right here. So we are going to start the bidding in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay. We're going to start with Keep Guessing Everyone from Mike Reese, and then we will go from there. All right, I'm looking. I'm scrolling. All right. So I'm taking a look here. Okay. I'm looking. I'm looking, guys. Oh, man. Okay. All right, I got it. So the winner with 66 is Eddie Cam. Eddie Cam with 66. So congratulations, Eddie. Well done. You are the first 66 that I see. And I scrolled very slowly. So there we go. So well done, Eddie Cam. All right. Congratulations. Please send me an email to Sean, SEAN, @olightstore.com, SEAN @olightstore.com. Let me get your address and a phone number to attach to the shipment, and that's all I need. And you can get your Arc Flex for $0. I'm sure you're going to love it if you haven't ordered one already. Okay? No, it was it's 66. Yeah, it was 66. So, all right. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know we went off on some tangents. I'm glad I was able to answer some questions for you guys. It's the last live video of the sale. So because of that, I wanted to take some time to hang out with you guys. Again, the sale goes until Saturday night at midnight Eastern time. So take advantage of it. You're going to get some of the best deals of the year on our site right now. Make sure to spin the lucky wheel on the site, regardless if you've placed orders already. And we will see you guys soon. Thank you so much for your orders, and have a great weekend.